try and bring attention to the issue of people being thrown in prison with no judicial process, no jury trial, no charges, just disappeared into a prison system. In the case of Assange, he's been detained for 13 years, not for committing any crimes or being charged with any crimes, but for exposing the crimes of others that have got a lot of people killed and a lot of money, in many people's view, misappropriated. The wars are an attack on all humanity. Doesn't matter what culture you're from. How many people from all the cultures in the world get a chance to choose on where the next war is going to happen? You know, we've got a referendum, the yes-no vote tomorrow. Why shouldn't we have a vote on whether we want to go to war with China or Russia or heaven knows where else next? I can't understand it. Anyway, if anyone out there's got a view, please come up and tell us. But my view is that we need to stop the wars. All wars, they corrupt everything. The wars are used as an excuse for the surveillance state, for the criminalising of speech, silencing of debate, which we need to fix things, to make the world a better place. All dictatorships start with silencing and criminalising free speech. And Assange has exercised his right to free speech. He hasn't broken any laws, yet still they want to take him to a dungeon in America, try him for espionage when he's not an American citizen. I don't know how that works. So much for the whatever they call it, the rules-based order. It's a little bit like whose rules? But if we don't all wake up and say we have to stop these wars from all sides, we get tricked into these wars. Anyone that's been following geopolitics, including many experts from within the system, ex-CIA, ex-military intelligence people, ex-university professors, people from all the areas of the military-industrial complex, the political complex, ex-politicians, I think they'd all pretty well tell you that we're being tricked into a lot of grief on the world, tricked into a lot of wars and getting people killed based on lies, propaganda. Everybody thinks that propaganda's on the other side, but they have to consider maybe it's on our side as well, and they've been lied to. Some people have been lied to all their life and still they don't know it. But I think a lot of us know after the invasion of Iraq that they lie. The ex-CIA director Pompeo, he said, we lie, we cheat, we steal. He was gloating about it. And I don't know, people in Iraq were going to be greeting us with flowers and sweets, I think. Is that what they said? I don't know, some people say we didn't free them. We blew the country up, killed a lot of people. Estimates of up to 2 million. Based on lies. We all know that. Has anybody paid a price for those lies? How many hundreds of billions of dollars of public money have been effectively put into these military campaigns that have killed a lot of people and haven't helped anybody but the war profiteers? It's very important to look at who benefits. So it's not about this tribe or that tribe. It's about all tribes vis-a-vis the people that are manufacturing wars and manufacturing lies and propaganda to get us to support wars. We need to support humanity. There are victims on every side, injustice on every side, and that's what we need to do. We need to stand up for sensible justice. And when we're lied into wars that have killed a lot of people, I take the view that these politicians that lied us into those wars and killed a lot of people ought to be arrested. That's my view. Anyway, if any of you got anything to say, please come and join us. We're going to have some speeches, and we're going to be here to remind the Australian government that we're not going to forget about the Assange matter until he gets some semblance of justice.
As Julian pointed out, it's not about subjugating a country, it's just about continuing the war and selling weapons to both sides of the conflict. It's money making. It's business. America is in the business of war. It must stop. It will stop. Be part of it stopping. Sign the petition for Julian Assange. Come and get one of these brochures, or just simply Google Julian Assange petition and sign the change.org petition and join 780,000 plus people all around the world that agree that Julian Assange is an innocent journalist who has revealed the criminality of the war machine. Please join us. Thank you.
I'm coming home. Oh, oh. I'm coming home. I wanna be home for the holidays, because home is only home when I'm with you. I wanna be home for the holidays, because home is only home when I'm with you. When I'm with you. Oh, 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 I'm coming home to you. I wanna be home for the holidays. Home to you.
Welcome to the 203rd week of Julian Assange Sydney Town Hall gatherings. Peace and unity are very much the same thing. Both peace and unity relate to our ability to get along with one another. We need to achieve both for humanity to flourish. The military-industrial complex doesn't want us to have peace or unity. The military-industrial complex profits from war and division. It certainly doesn't want people uniting for peace and preventing war. Peace and unity are constantly under threat from the sensational lies that are promoted by governments and the media. Governments and media cooperate with the military-industrial complex to fool us over and over and over again. Our governments and media are invariably pro-war, and they work to create division with the many issues they selectively promote. Governments and media manipulate people into engaging in despicable acts of aggression by attributing despicable acts of aggression to those they designate as the enemy. The first acts of war are invariably false flag operations or psychological operations, and many even rely on video evidence that has been sourced from play-acted or unrelated events. Once a war has started, despicable acts of aggression often do occur, but these may be routinely hidden from the public. Governments and media selectively choose what they will publish to suggest that the side of the government is the good side and that the war it wishes to engage in is justified. In a defiant act of peace, Julian Assange published evidence that revealed despicable acts of aggression had been carried out by US troops on the people of Iraq and Afghanistan. Thank you. Whoa! Such evidence showed the world that the US military had not been acting in good faith. Julian's revealing journalism ultimately led to the US government being forced to remove its troops from Iraq, thereby ending the war in Iraq. WikiLeaks stopped the war in Iraq. The animosity between the people of Palestine and Israel is currently in the news headlines. Division between people is being escalated. The atrocious deaths of many young and innocent people are being reported by both sides. It is important that we all realise what our governments and the media are doing. We must all realise that our governments and the media are engaged in propaganda designed to bring about war and division for the benefit of the military-industrial complex. We must rise above government and media propaganda and realise the truth. If we can all realise the truth, we will be able to unite for peace. We need to place more trust in humanity and less trust in the government, media, complex. Julian Assange is being tortured and persecuted because he has done more than anyone else to help us all discover the truth and bring about peace and unity. We must all learn that media are used to further the agenda of megalomaniacs who want absolute control over all of us. The unity of people is the solution. With unity, we will stop war and end the corruption that makes war possible. It matters not to warmongers which side you are on, as long as you are on a side that participates in war. It's all about the enrichment of the military industrial complex. If we want peace and unity, we must resist mainstream propaganda. We must support people, support peace, and support freedom of the press. Stand with humanity for truth and unity. Unite for peace, truth, and the freedom of Julian Assange. Free, free, Julian Assange. Free, free, Julian Assange. Free, free, Julian Assange. Thank you.
Well, we know what's right, and we've got just one life. In a world that keeps on pushing us around, no, we won't back down. We gonna stand our ground. Help me. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. We said that, hey, I will stand my ground, and we won't back down. No, no. Hey, baby, there ain't no easy way out. We said, hey, we will stand our ground. Well, hey, baby, no, there ain't no easy way out. Hey, we will stand our ground till Julian is free. That's right. we're gonna stand our ground.
Woo!
Oh, thank you, folks.
Woo, woo, woo! We support Julian to come home.
Yana Varoufakis and Roger Waters visited Julian Assange recently, and Yanis wrote an article in Pearls and Irritations this week, and he said with his visit to Julian isn't doing great. He's being held in solitary confinement for, I think, 23 hours a day. And we wouldn't do that to one of our pets.
Yeah.
We wouldn't do that to anyone, because that's not how you treat your fellow man. And you can imagine how you'd be worn down by this sort of treatment. But paraphrasing, he said that Julian told him that there's a kernel of his person left, and he believes that if he's freed, that can grow and we can get Julian back. Julian said that he believes he can be the old Julian again if he can get his freedom. So we need to keep working in whatever way we can to bring the attention to people of what's happened to Julian, just how unfair it is. It's an absolute travesty. But we can get Julian back if we can get Julian free. So again, write to your local members, speak to your friends, do what you can to open up people's hearts and minds. We've got to spread unity and peace and love, and not listen to the leaders who want to do the opposite. So let's spread love, spread peace, and spread the word of what's happening to Julian, and let's get him free. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you. Free Assange.